Adish out of the United Kingdom. Adish, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Thank you. How are you doing?
All is well, sir. How are you?
All is well. Yeah, so just wanted to thank you, and my life has been much better since I started doing silent prayer.
Right
But
on.
I had a question for you. I wanted to ask you. I'm thinking of breaking up with my girlfriend because I just realized that it's not good. But I just thought maybe I should talk to you, and maybe if you can help me.
And what's not good about it?
Um, we we started wrong. We had sex on the first date. So, and this was before I knew anything about silent prayer, or I wasn't even following God at all. Um, but after I started following, I started doing silent prayer, and I realized that this was wrong. We stopped having sex, but then we end up coming together, and we break that all the time. And I think it's just tainted. It's just not good. So I think, and one of the main reasons I think, and that's the reason I want to take your advice, is that main reason that I want to break up is she's a bit old, and I feel bad because age is not in her control, but I would be rejecting her for her age. So I feel a little bit bad for her.
How old is she?
But, she's 31.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
She's 31 and you're 32?
Yeah.
Oh, so she's not older than you, and you feel bad about her age for what reason?
Because I think I'm going to have a family, and I wouldn't have kids right now because she comes from a broken family. She hasn't forgiven her father yet. She has resentment for her father. So I was thinking of giving her a couple of years not a couple of, at least 6-7 months to, start doing silent prayer, talk to her father. I already asked her to meet her father. She hasn't met her father at all her whole life. And I asked her to meet the father and forgive him. But I think it would take too much time for her to even get out of the conflicts that she's in. And by that time, I think it would be too late for us to have kids and family. So it's just impractical.
Oh, I see. So she's not ready to wake up, and you are working on yourself, but she will not work on herself?
Yeah. I mean, she's doing it because I'm saying it, but she doesn't have that. I don't feel that she really wants it.
Oh,
Like from
okay.
inside.
Well, if that's the case, and you're sure about that, there is no reason to stay with her because a man
Hmm.
should not marry a woman that's not going to obey him.
I see.
And if you
And
and if you see already that she's not going to obey you, then you definitely need to walk away.
I see. I see. If I ask her, will you obey me? I would say yes, because I see that she really likes me, but I don't think she would mean it. She would say it because I would stay with her, but I don't think she would mean that she would obey me.
Oh, okay. Well, once you see it clearly for yourself, you would definitely see
Hmm.
what to do. But if you're not seeing it
Okay.
clearly, you don't see clearly what to do, don't do anything.
Hmm.
Continue, talking to her, trying to get.
Same. So that's another problem. That's what my plan was. My plan was to let go and let God.
Yeah.
But she's saying I'm 31. Can you make me Can you give me commitment? And I'm like, no, I don't. But she says like, please, please. And I asked her last time. Okay, she was bothering me too much. So I said, okay, just give me a week and I'll get back to you. But since it seems like I'm kind of cornered, I think I should just.
Yeah, you don't want to get married by being cornered or feeling sorry
Yeah.
for her or thinking that, oh, she's getting older, we need to rush it. You need to do it when
Yeah.
you see that it's the right thing to do.
You're right. You're right.
But
To be
but do
honest, I
not.
knew all these things.
I'm sorry.
I knew all these things, but I just wanted someone else to. I have no one to talk to about this. So
Yeah,
I just thought maybe I should call you.
yeah, yeah. You definitely don't want to. And you're right. the point you just made, everybody already know the truth. It's just that
Yeah.
most people don't want to face the truth, but everyone knows it already. And so just follow that. That's why I like good fellowship, because people who are looking for the truth, want to know the truth, they have amazing fellowship together, testifying to one another, edifying and all that. So you're absolutely right. You already know the truth. So make sure you follow what you already
Yeah.
see as the truth, all right?
So it's just so hard to do it because she looks really nice, and I don't know, but anyway,
You say she looked really
I'm
nice,
yeah, she's beautiful.
but that's not going to make for a good wife or a mother.
That's true.
And so I do understand it. That's what it means to see hell and heaven at the same time. You're looking at this body and it look beautiful. That's hell. And then you have the truth side tell you, no, this is not the right one. That's heaven. So you're able to see hell and heaven at the same time. I would choose heaven if I were you, but it's up to you.
No, you're right. You're right. In fact, I told her that I definitely like her, but spiritually I have issues. So I definitely agree with you.
Yeah. Are you doing the silent prayer every morning, every night?
Yes, yes. Sometimes even more.
Right on. Keep your mind where your body is, and you cannot go wrong.
That's sometimes I question myself. Is it even now? You've been doing it for a long time. Is it at all possible to keep your mind with your body all the time?
Not all the
'Cause it's
time
just
in the
me.
beginning, but if you stay, whenever you forget, just come back to it. And then eventually you will not forget and you'll stay with it all the time. But because you have been so identified with the not you, with the mind,
Mm-hmm.
it's still going to draw you in sometime, but eventually it won't.
And if you have time, I have one more thing to ask.
Okay?
I've been listening to your show because I just discovered you. Somehow YouTube have been hiding you from me, but somehow I found you.
Yeah.
But since I found you, I've been listening to you a lot, and I see that that's a problem. Like I've spent a lot of time because there is so much content. You've been working for years now, so you've made so many interviews. There's so much content there, and I just want more and more. And when I'm trying to stop it, it's not good for me to just keep listening to this YouTube all the time. So, what would you suggest me?
I would suggest that you just watch what's happening inside of you. Don't listen to thoughts about that or anything. And if you just watch it, you notice it, it'll work itself out. The light will work it out for you.
Okay.
But if you stop based on thoughts and feelings, you stop it in the darkness. But the light will correct it for you. It'll work itself out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just trust the light and not the darkness.
I see.
All right?
All right. Thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome, man. I wish you well.
I wish you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye now.